Okay. Welcome, everyone. Oh, that's right. I should set up this live chat. So Richard's going to be here momentarily. And then we're going to do our recording of our episode. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. Lots of headroom there. Awesome. How is everyone doing? What is everyone going to wear for Halloween?
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. Hello. Hey, everybody.
Yay!
Hey,
Welcome.
Eric Warren.
Hey, Eric.
Everyone ready for Halloween?
I am.
Or did you just ask them that?
I just asked them.
Oh, yeah.
I asked them if they were ready.
Yay. Now, can we see?
No, you're not ready. Uh-oh. Yeah, we can see that. Actually, I can go right here. Oops. Oh, no. Oh. Well, that's not good.
All right, we are really excited about this episode.
Yeah.
Lots of great stuff coming your way.
Woohoo. Oh, no, you have to go into your meeting. I'm sorry. But we're glad that you've joined us for now.
Oh, hey there, John.
Yay. 10 more bags of candy. Wow, does your neighborhood get very... Your neighborhood must get really a lot. New neighborhood. Ooh, fun. Hey, boo.
Whoa.
I love it.
This may be a silly question, Reynold, but do you have Halloween in Canada?
I think they do.
I know. I never take that for granted anymore.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Oh, good. Same date, October 31st. The Canadians have different dates for their holidays.
That's true. Their Thanksgiving, totally different.
Yeah, that's like July 4th.
No, it's in October.
That was just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah, we got a lot to cover here. All right.
I'm covering my pumpkin.
Ooh.
We need to cover our pumpkins.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We need to build our haunted house. The little gingerbread haunted house.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're going to do that too.
Same day.
Yay.
Oh, alrighty.
All right. Well, I think we're going to start recording. So I can say, this is what you can look forward to on a spooktacular episode 264 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! Well, this has been a great week. Not only do we have a guest on that I've been wanting to talk to for 42 years, but it's also Halloween week! So much excitement. But we can't wait to dive into this episode. But first, we need to welcome you all to Skywalking Through Neverland. This is your podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, and Halloween fandom. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to the Queen of Halloween, my sweetie wife Sarah.
I'm hardly the Queen of Halloween, but thank you.
Yes, you are.
Am I the Queen of your Halloween?
Yes,
Well,
you're my queen of everything.
Oh, okay. Well, that works. I like that. Well, with that, it's time to give a big Wookiee hug to our family of Skywalkers. Thank you for listening to the show every single week. If you're new to this show and this is your first one, welcome. You are now a Skywalker. And also a big thank you to the SkyTubers out there who are watching us live on YouTube. We just love it when you share our joy in this adventure through fandom.
Hey, for this episode, can we call them Scare-tubers?
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, gotta keep it Halloween themed.
You guys are Scare-tubers now.
Now, we are recording this from Long Beach, California on October the 29th, 2019. Minnie, how many more days until Halloween?
Oh, Richard, there are 3 days until Halloween. Or make
Minnie?
that...
Minnie, you want to check your math?
I'm sorry, make that 2 days.
Isn't that odd? Minnie is now personalizing her greetings.
And she's louder, too.
She is much louder and more on time, too, ironically. Well, Minnie, how about a bonus question? How many more days until Disney Plus?
Oh, well, Richard, there are 14 days.
Wow, Minnie, you are on it this time.
Minnie knows about Disney Plus.
I'm sure she does. Now, Minnie, one more question, okay? Are you ready for this one?
Uh-huh.
Minnie, who is sponsoring this episode of Skywalking Through Neverland?
Sarah? Well, this episode of Skywalking... Well, this episode of Skywalking Through Neverland is proudly sponsored by Small World Vacations. They are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your next trip to Disney parks around the world. And best of all, their service is free of charge. So head to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and then tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
You know, Sarah, I appreciate that, but I really wanted to hear it from Minnie.
Minnie can't talk that fast, so she was fired.
Who's got the power to fire Minnie? Oh, except for Mickey. Who's got the power to fire Minnie Mouse?
I don't know, but Eric Warren here on YouTube brings up a good question. What is the first show that Minnie will watch on Disney Plus?
The Mandalorian.
Oh no, I will watch the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Oh, Minnie, you're back.
Oh, yes, she is. Hi, Minnie. She's not upset that she was fired.
No, she was rehired, but she's got to start off at minimum wage again.
Oh.
Now, coming up on this very special, spooktacular episode of Skywalking Through Neverland, we will be speaking with Oscar-winning editor on Star Wars, Paul Hirsch. Now, you may have heard of some of his other films he's edited, such as The Empire Strikes Back, Carrie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Mission Impossible, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Falling Down,
The Secret of My Success, Ray, Footloose,
Protocol, Phantom of the Paradise, and so many more. And Christopher Marino here mentions Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's going to be an amazing show, you guys. And we also have shout-outs and things
we want to share. I'm disappointed no one brought up Steel Magnolias.
Oh.
We'll bring it up. He also edited Steel Magnolias. A personal favorite of all the Skywalkers.
All right, well, things we want to share.
Oh, go on.
What are you doing?
I was reading comments.
Well, now it's your
All
turn.
right.
Oh, maybe I should read this.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Skywalkers. Well, we had mentioned that we were going to release our podcast episodes on Mondays, but great news! Now they'll come out on Thursdays!
Oh, thank goodness. Wow, that is great news.
Very good news. And YouTube will still be Wednesdays. We'll either post a new video on Wednesdays or we'll just do a live fun hangout.
Yeah, we all like Thursdays better for podcast release dates.
It works better for our schedule.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice I didn't say that's the day our podcast will drop? They're not going to drop. They're going to be released.
You just said it.
Oh, man. All right, now let's talk about this.
Okay.
Now, let's say the day comes when I stumble upon a cave of wonders and I find a lamp that can give me 3 wishes. Well, I will have my 3 wishes chambered and ready to go if I'm asked, and I'm going to wish for the same thing 3 times to make sure it happens.
3 times?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, that is to have a Halloween overlay at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh.
See, it's got to be like Beetlejuice or Candyman. Gotta say it 3 times, okay? I wish to have a Halloween overlay at Galaxy's Edge. I wish to have a Halloween overlay at Galaxy's Edge.
But you got to be careful how you say it. You have to say, I wish to have a recurring Halloween overlay at Galaxy's Edge.
I just said my 3 wishes too.
You did.
Oh, I didn't think that one through.
So now you only get it for 1 year.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Maybe next year I'll crawl back into the Cave of Wonders and find a new lamp.
Okay.
Now, we've heard rumors that the Disney parks, they didn't want to mix Star Wars and Halloween. Why? I don't know. It's right there. But hey, guess what? Halloween does exist in the Star Wars universe.
Woohoo!
And yes, we know that these stories that they did celebrate Halloween, they're no longer canon, but if it happened once, it can happen again.
Yes, yes. So, Richard, you did a deep dive this week,
Mm-hmm.
and you found some great examples of Halloween in Star Wars, right?
Yep. Now let's cite the 1988 Marvel Ewoks annual that featured the short story Chief Chirpa kidnapped.
Whoa, okay, so this is a comic book.
Yes.
All right. Well, okay, sorry. Let me take this off. So you read that again.
So now let's cite the 1988 Marvel Ewoks annual that featured the short story Chief Chirpa Kidnapped.
Woohoo! Okay, so we're going to summarize it for you in case some of you, it's been a while since you might have read this Marvel Ewoks annual comic book. Now, in this story, the Ewoks of Bright Tree Village are celebrating their annual Halloween festival when a dangerous Hanadak creature enters the clearing.
Oh no.
Wicket rallies the other Ewoks to drive it away with blue Dulak plant leaves, which appeases the beast and compels it to leave. However, the distractions allow a group of Dulaks to infiltrate the Ewok village.
Infiltrate.
Oh, meh. However, the distractions allow a group of Dulaks to infiltrate.
Infiltrate.
I can't say it that way. You read that sentence.
Okay. However, the distractions allow a group of Dulaks. However, the distractions allow a group of Dulaks to infiltrate the Ewok village and raid the harvest store. There, they accidentally capture Chief Chirpa and bring him back to their camp with the rest of their booty. Warwick, Wicket and his friends Tebow and Nisa give chase at the Dulaks camp. And at the Dulaks camp, the chief, Gornish, he orders the booty to be opened, revealing the angered Chief Chirpa.
Oh no!
They didn't know they captured him. That was an honest mistake. But the Dulaks tie him to a tree, thinking they can ransom him. However, Chirpa's shouting annoys the Dulaks, and they start to squabble, which leads the Ewok rescuers to the camp.
Perfect.
Wicket frees Chirpa, who bests the Dulaks in a fight and allows the Ewoks to escape. The Ewoks considered Halloween to be one of the best events of the year.
That's like you, Richard.
Yeah, their lives parallel ours.
Yeah, awesome. Well, that was a really fun episode.
Yeah, but hey, Disney, is one example enough, or do you want another example?
I think we need another example.
All right. Well, let's turn our attention to the Star Wars Clone Wars Adventure video game. Now, from October 24th through November the 1st, 2011, it featured a Halloween theme where players could go to the Jedi Temple and had the opportunity to purchase masks of Star Wars characters and species, and they could get Halloween decorations, and there were 2 Halloween themed droids.
Aww.
Yes, there was K3RNL.
So like Colonel?
Exactly.
Okay.
You look at that, K3RNL, it looks like it spells Colonel, and Colonel has a candy corn color scheme.
Perfect.
And there's another droid named J4CK.
So looking at that, it looks like Jack.
Right. And this droid resembles a jack-o'-lantern or a droid-o'-lantern.
Oh man, I want to see pictures of these.
Oh, you know what? We'll post them in our show notes.
Okay. Well, yeah, so this video game, it was only 1 week that they featured this Halloween theme, but let's give you some details here. They had basically this Jedi Temple festival. Basically, they had this Jedi Temple festival happening where carved pumpkins and cobwebs decked the halls, and some pumpkins even featured likenesses of Count Dooku, General Grievous, and Asajj Ventress, and others had, insignia of the Jedi Order. So you had, like, the good pumpkins and the bad pumpkins. And another decoration was a B-1 battle droid propped up and dressed like a scarecrow.
Why have I never thought of that? Do that in our front yard.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and in the video game, clone troopers and Jedi Knights wandered about in masks and costumes. So cool. And visitors, so people playing the game, could choose among these masks. They had Senator Padme Amidala, Grievous, a Gungan, a Hutt, a Protocol droid, a blue Ortolan.
Yeah, that's the Max Rebo species.
Oh, okay. They could also be Supreme Champ. They could also be Palpatine if they wanted to, and also Jedi Master Yoda. so cute. Also, there was other people dressed like skeletons. They were clone troopers. They were in shiny golden armor. It's so cool.
Yeah, and at the back of these masks, it either said Ben Cooper or Don Post. I'm not lying about that.
I don't think that's true at all.
I'm very much lying about that.
Well, you also could dress as your favorite creature. So like a purple furred wampa,
Oh.
a pink Tusken Raider.
Oh my goodness. Now, what would happen if a pink Tusken Raider came upon Anakin who was walking the hallways? What would happen?
I think he'd be confused at first.
Yeah, I think all of those emotions would kick in.
But
and
he's
so
pink.
so would his anger.
Yeah?
It's a Tusken Raider though.
But it's pink.
It's Anakin. Sometimes he doesn't have the best judgment.
I suppose. Well, I would wear this green Zillo Beast costume. I think that sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, even the droids dressed up too. Protocol droids wore masks and fake arms to appear like General Grievous. And astromech droids wore sheets over their domes to appear like ghosts.
That's perfect.
Maybe they were like blue sheets, so they'd be like shimmering blue Jedi Force ghosts.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
And the game also featured a special stage of Rocket Rescue, in which the player who controls R2D2, in a ghost costume.
How cute. So even the actual game. Wow. I wish I would have played this game. That sounds so fun.
Oh, I know. See, I didn't know about this game until I did a deep dive search into how can we get Halloween into Star Wars, and it's like, it already happened.
Right. Well, we do have a little bit of Star Wars in the current canon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's Halloween adjacent, but IDW has a 5-issue miniseries entitled Tales from Vader's Castle, and now this year Return to Vader's Castle, and these series are all, talking about Vader's Castle. It's very spooky, and it's Halloween adjacent, and it comes out every October so far. And you can also see reviews and summaries of all these issues by Eric Unkenhout on skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
See, Disney, you're almost there. You're at the threshold. You're at the finish line. Just put a pumpkin in Galaxy's Edge. Put it on the Millennium Falcon, and I'm happy. Will that happen? I don't know. I don't know, but you know what? It has happened. It will happen again. Not the pumpkin on the Millennium Falcon, but Halloween and Star Wars.
Let's do it.
Now, Sarah, say you were going to be trick-or-treating in the Star Wars or Disney or Marvel universe.
Okay.
And you could only pick 3 houses or castles or a cave or a space station to visit.
Okay.
What would they be? So you can go trick-or-treating at 3 locations. What would they be?
Star Wars, Disney, or Marvel.
Or Marvel.
Pixar, I guess, right?
Yeah, that goes under the Disney umbrella.
Disney umbrella, okay.
And anyone on the Scared Tubers, if you want to throw in your comments there, please do.
Chime in. Okay. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is Sleeping Beauty Castle.
Whoa.
Because who wouldn't want to walk up to a castle on Halloween? You know they've got a lot of stuff in there, right? And so this is the Princess Castle. So what I'm envisioning in my head is that I knock on that door, I walk across the gangplank, and all of a sudden, upon knocking, I would be greeted by all the princesses who are singing, and as they're singing and rhyming, they'll whisk me inside for a super fast hair and makeup makeover. Like, I'm picturing glitter, like whoosh, glitter on your heads and sparkles and everywhere. And then you would be handed a bag that's very pretty and candy that rhymes with their song and looks Instagrammable, and you will be whisked out the door at a lovely end of their song, and there you go, off you go to Halloween Town.
Sounds like you've put plenty of thought into this. Wow. All right, well, who would you go dressed as?
Oh, Rapunzel.
Shh, silly me for asking.
Yes.
Now, I would go to the Death Star. Not just the Death Star, but Death Star 2.
Okay.
And I'd go trick-or-treating as Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh.
Really confuse everybody. And I'd want to see if Imperial parents would let their children trick-or-treat as Darth Vader or the Emperor. Would they go that far?
Well,
as a sign of flattery or respect.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't know. I don't know if they'd like that.
Now let's say let's say General Veers brought his little one up to Darth Vader's meditation chamber, and you heard that would be followed by trick or treat, you are beat, give me something I can eat. If you refuse, you will lose. The dark side of the force I will use. Look at
How long
that.
did you practice that?
15 days. How can Vader be angry at something like that?
I don't know. I don't think Vader takes too well to children. But
You know what? You got a point there. If Vader sees all these kids, will he have flashbacks?
yeah, I think so.
And yeah, that wouldn't go over too well. Now, would maybe the Empire, instead of giving out candy, they can give out draft notices? Really save a few steps?
Yeah, what would they give out, you think? The draft notices?
Give out draft notices, yeah. Hey, little one, when you turn 5 or 6 years old, guess what? You're in the Empire.
There you
How's
go.
your Halloween now? Now, how would it go over if a clone trooper showed up at a Halloween party? Now, how would it go over if an Imperial agent showed up at a Halloween party dressed as a clone trooper? How would that go over? Like the Phase 1 armor?
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't go over too well.
No?
No.
Because do they not like it? I'm trying to think. Because they kind of evolved into
They did.
them.
But you know how finicky Palpatine is, doesn't want any creatures in the ranks of the Empire, wants to leave the Old Republic as the Old Republic.
Okay.
I think that would get too many people talking. Like, oh yeah, those days. Hey, weren't we the good guys back then? Now we're destroying planets.
I don't think they'd think it through that far.
I don't know. I think you get a couple of people. Yularen is right there. You can say, oh yeah, I remember the clone troopers, and that's when we would really try to spread peace and justice throughout the galaxy. And if someone said no, we'd say, oh, okay, we tried. But now if they say no, we destroy their whole world. So yeah, I don't think that would go too far. Yeah, just thinking this through. Don't want this to happen to anyone going to a Death Star Halloween party as a clone trooper. All right, next, what you got?
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to the Marvel Universe for this one. And I want to go to Asgard and go straight up to the palace. It's the Sleeping Beauty Castle. It's Asgard's Palace. That's where I'm going. So everything is bigger and better here in Asgard. It's kind of like Texas, And instead of candy, I have a feeling that you would be given a big mug of beer and asked to toast to the holiday. So I think that would be super fun. And bonus if Thor was the one handing you the beer. Another! Crash!
I wouldn't see Sarah for the rest of the night. Yeah, don't make that face. I know what you're thinking. All right, I'm gonna go from the Death Star to Malibu, where I get to go do Tony Stark's mansion.
Excellent.
And at this point, I'm sure he would be knee deep in his own Halloween party and drunk off his Iron Man butt. And maybe he'd be giving out pieces of top secret shield devices or weaponry. You know how fast and loose he is.
I think Pepper Potts would be there making sure that doesn't happen.
But in my fantasy world,
Okay.
I go to the door and he's giving out pieces of shield weaponry and special devices that really no one should be able to touch if you're below the ranks of Mr. Fury.
Okay.
And maybe when he runs out of those pieces, he's like peeling off $100 bills to the kids.
Now that seems more appropriate.
yeah. But then you could look forward to this the next morning. I'm sure Agent Coulson would come to your door and say, "Hey, you visited Tony Stark's mansion last night, and he gave you something that was very heavy. And if it's heavy, it's expensive, so we need it back."
So put it back.
Okay, that's where I would go next.
I love that. Wow. Oh, and
wait a minute. Oh, go ahead and read
yeah. So Eric Warren chimes in on YouTube. His idea for Halloween, and he would be visiting 117A Bleecker Street, Doctor Strange's home, the Sanctum Sanctorum, which would be awesome. And I think that would be cool. Master of the Mystic Arts for Halloween fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome idea, Eric.
Eric Warren, the scare tuber. All right, what else you got?
Okay, so now I have to go to Star Wars. Now, you began with Star Wars. I'm going to end with Star Wars.
Okay.
And I love Naboo so much. I think it's my favorite Star Wars planet because I haven't really been able to see Alderaan much. I know we got some in books, but we haven't really seen the world of Alderaan unless it's Clone Wars. I think they went to Alderaan. But anyway, regardless, I want to go to Naboo, and instead of the Theed Palace, I would go to the underwater city of Otagunga because I really want to see what kind of Halloween decorations they would have underwater, what kind of candy. Would they be giving out seaweed licorice or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that would be just so cool to see how the Gungans celebrate Halloween and how they do that underwater. I'd be so curious. And I would dress as a mermaid, of course.
And earlier we were speaking about the fact that there was Halloween on Endor. Speaking of which, Eric Walker just joined us as a scare tuber.
Oh yes, he's all for sci-fi there on YouTube.
Okay, imagine a new Ewok Halloween Disney Plus special.
Oh,
It's right there, an animated special.
Fun.
It's right there. Eric, what do you say about that?
Oh.
Let's start a campaign for the Ewok Holiday Halloween special.
Wow. Aww.
Yep, he says yes, he's in.
And he's also mentioning that he was just talking about on his podcast, All for Sci-Fi, about our Halloween shirts on TeePublic. So thank you, which Richard is wearing right now.
I'm sporting right now as a big subtle commercial.
Yeah.
All right, now to round this out, I'm going to go to Game Central Station that you saw in Wreck-It Ralph.
Ooh, okay, so the Disney one.
Yes.
Okay, bring us there.
And I would imagine that all the video game characters would gather and set up candy stations like the way parents do when they don't want their kids going to neighborhoods on their own. They'll set up in a park and spring open their trunk for Trunkoween. I'm sorry, Trunk-or-Treat.
Trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat instead of trick or treat. So the kids just go to a caravan of cars.
Yeah.
And they get to trick or treat right there. A great idea. So now I'm seeing all these video game characters doing the same thing and setting up their own stations at the Game Central Station. And I could go trick or treating right over there. That would be awesome. And of course, you would go to the Pac-Man's house, Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man.
Okay.
And they would give away little pellets.
What about the marshmallows?
The marshmallows.
Aren't those ghosts in marshmallows in cereal somewhere?
Oh, you're thinking of Boo-Berry.
Is that what I'm thinking
You're
of?
thinking of Boo. So
The
now I
little
want Boo-Berry
ghosts.
cereal.
They're little marshmallow ghosts, right? That's what they'd hand out.
Yes. Well, you know what? You'd see a lot of the ghosts too.
Okay,
A lot of
good.
ghosts around there.
Well, and then Vanellope.
But
Oh, yes.
then they could also give away cherries and banana, a lot of fruit.
Oh,
That's
perfect.
what you win in the Pac-Man game.
Yes.
So it's a very healthy stop there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then you could go over to Vanellope von Schweetz, and she's got a ton of candy from Sugar Rush.
Yeah, they won't run out of candy there.
Cubert would be giving out colored cubes. Frogger would be giving out chocolate frog legs.
Ew.
Ooh, wait a minute. Okay.
Maybe just chocolate frogs?
Yeah, or not even that. Okay, let's skip Frogger's house. Okay.
What about Wreck-It Ralph himself? What would he and his gang give?
And Fix-It Felix?
Yeah, from the Fix-It Felix game.
They'd give out quarters
Quarter? Why?
to play the video games.
Okay. I guess, but wouldn't it be more fun if they had like golden chocolate
Medals?
Hammers?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ralph would have chocolate medals,
Yeah,
and Fix-It Felix would have the chocolate hammers.
I think that'd be cool.
All right. See, so many options there. All right, I'm going to give a bonus location.
Hey, you didn't say where you had to do that.
Okay, we can give out bonus locations. What you got?
I haven't had time to think about it.
Well then, that's whose fault is that? That's my fault. I'm
Your
always
fault?
wrong. I'm always wrong.
Thank you.
But now let's say it's still early. We're still trick or treating around the galaxy, and we can make one more stop. I'd want to go to Jakku. I just want to see.
You would?
Yeah, I want to see what Unkar Plutt is giving out.
He's not giving out anything. He ain't giving out beep.
Yeah. Oh, he's giving out little tiny portions. Portion for you, and a portion for you.
Just that bread, that
The Ray bread, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Or he would just stand there with his arms folded. Nope, not giving away anything.
No.
But come on, it's Halloween, Unkar. Give out small portions. Yeah, see, Eric Warren just said as a sky tuber, 1/4 portion.
Nice.
Now Stacy on YouTube, the scared tuber, she just brought up candy corn. So guess what I want right now?
Mm-hmm.
I want candy corn.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah. Not Halloween until you have one piece of candy corn.
Well, my bonus would be I want to go to Hogsmeade.
Okay, that's fair.
I want pumpkin juice from people. I'd go I'd go to the Hogshead, I'd go to Three Broomsticks, and I'd go to Madame Puttyfoot's tea parlor and eat my way around Hogsmeade. Doesn't that sound good?
You can do that right now at Universal.
Yeah, I know. But we don't get there much because it's far compared to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
all right.
That's my bonus.
All right, you know what? Fair enough.
Okay. Well, what we want to know is where would you go, Skywalkers? So please tweet at us at SkywalkingPod or just post in our Facebook group or right now on YouTube. Where would you go for Halloween if you could pick any Marvel, Disney, or Star Wars location? And what would happen?
Eric Warren is saying that Noah hands out treats on Endor. Noah from the Ebox Battle for Endor.
Who's Noah?
He's the Wilford Brimley character.
Who's that?
Think of Quaker Oats. That's Wilford Brimley.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right. So once again, Skywalkers, we want to hear from you for this Halloween. Where would you go? Now, before we get into our deep dive discussion with Academy Award-winning editor for Star Wars, Paul Hirsch, we want to remind everyone that we will be hosting a panel featuring Paul Hirsch at LostCon on Friday, November 29th at the Marriott Los Angeles Airport Hotel at 5:30 in the p.m. And we're going to go through clips from the films he edited, such as Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back and maybe Carrie, maybe Ferris Bueller's Day Off. There are so many to choose from. Mm-hmm. So this will be very, very, very fun.
And he will be there.
He will be there, yeah. And he's going to sign copies of his books. Just to remind everyone, he won't have books there to sell, so you gotta buy your own. However, his book comes out on November the 5th, which is this coming Friday. So go ahead and pre-order it now on Amazon or wherever you buy your books.
Yeah, and we'll put a link in our show notes as well. And also, if you want to get more information about that event at LostCon, just go to our Skywalking Through Neverland Facebook page, and we have the events tab there, and it'll be listed on that events tab.
Yeah, and once again, look for his book called A Long Time Ago in a Cutting Room Far, Far Away, My 50 Years Editing Hollywood Hits.
Also, another reminder, Skywalkers, before we get into our interview with Paul Hirsch, and that is that we will be having a meetup at Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland on November 10th. At 6 p.m. So we're gonna meet right in front of the Millennium Falcon, then we're gonna ride Smuggler's Run. So please be there, Skywalkers. We can take an awesome group photo.
Now, here is a clip from the 1978 Oscars as prevented. Now, here's a clip from the 1978 Academy Awards as presented by Farrah Fawcett Majors. You know who that is, Sarah.
I know who Farrah Fawcett is. Is that the same?
Yeah. And Marcello Mastroianni.
I don't know who that is.
And he flubs up Paul Hirsch's name.
Okay. Stacy mentions, how about Star Tours line trick-or-treating? That would be a good idea. Like, go on Star Tours and trick-or-treat.
You can go on the new Starliner Star Cruise Shinlindria. Yeah, all those.
The Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Okay, so in our actual podcast episode, we will play our interview with Paul Hirsch, but right now, we're going to move on to shout-outs.
Okay.
This is not relevant. Yes.
Okay.
Well, our last episode 263, all about Disney Plus, got several of you as excited as us. So we put out the question there on Twitter as to what you are all looking forward to on Disney Plus, and Joshua Jordan had a fun response here. He is at UberNerd527, and he said, The Mandalorian, rewatching Gargoyles, Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Tailspin, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Phineas and Ferb, Darkwing Duck, the Imagineering documentary, Tron Uprising animated series, The Big City Greens animated series, and the last season of Clone Wars. Now, I'm sure if Twitter allowed more characters, he would have put even more.
I think that's pretty much the whole list right there.
I know, it's awesome. So thank you, Joshua. We know we're so excited for Disney Plus too. It's amazing. Also, on our last episode, we got to share our immediate reactions to the Rise of Skywalker trailer. And Michelle at Mishbell responded on Twitter, "There may come a day when I don't cry during the Rise of Skywalker trailer, but today will not be that day. Even just hearing it on reaction podcasts, yes, I'm looking at Fangirls Going Rogue and Skywalking Pod right now."
Oh.
I know. That's very cute. So, sorry, Michelle, to make you cry. However, we were crying too.
We kind of already did that.
We did this, yeah. Okay.
All right. And...
So that's it?
Yeah. All right. Now, before we wrap things up here, we want to remind everyone of our next meetup at Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge, which will take place on Sunday, November 10th at 6 p.m. We'll take a big picture in front of the Millennium Falcon and then ride Smuggler's Run. And if you ride with me, I'm sure to crash into things.
And if you ride with me, we're going to do awesome. So this should be really fun, Skywalkers. And also another reminder to join us at LosCon, which is Los Angeles Convention. It will be held near the LAX airport, and we will be hosting Skywalking Through Neverland Presents My 50 Years of Editing Hollywood Hits with Paul Hirsch. That, once again, will be on Friday, November 29th at the Marriott Los Angeles Airport Hotel at 5:30 p.m.
And if you go to our events tab and our Skywalking Through Neverland Facebook group...
Not the group, just
what, no?
our page.
Oh, why do I keep saying...
Because you wrote it in.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. And if you go to our...
And if you go to our event tab on our Skywalking Through Neverland Facebook page, you'll see all the details that you'll need.
For both of those events.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that does it for episode 264 of
Skywalking Through Neverland. We'd like to thank Paul Hirsch for joining us today, and we want to thank all you scare tubers and all you Skywalker Scaroramas, and that one didn't work, did it?
No.
Oh, we want to thank everybody. Everyone who watches our videos and watches our live streams and listens to the show.
It's so fun when you guys join live and we can like respond right there. So much fun.
Yeah, we can read Eric Warren's. Never mind. Okay, lost that one. We also want to thank our sponsor, Small World Vacations. Hey, are you thinking of a trip to the Disney parks? Well, of course you are. The Rise of Skywalkers. Oh, Rise of Skywalker. I keep saying that. Rise of the Resistance attraction at both parks will be opening December 5th at Walt Disney World and January 17th at Disneyland. So I'm sure you'll all want to make your reservations right now for Disneyland because we're going to be having a big birthday meetup since it opens a day after my birthday.
Yay! You can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. And once again, their vacation planning service is free of charge, so check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you. And on Wednesdays, we YouTube, so check our channel every Wednesday for either a new video premiere or a live chat where we just chat with you for fun for about 15 minutes. We love that. So, yeah, we just love connecting with all of you Skywalkers.
And tomorrow, we should be airing our Not Scary Farm.
Either tomorrow or on Halloween. We'll see how far we get. We've shot a lot of footage for that because you had just gotten your new phone, the new iPhone 11 Pro. And, yeah, so we're gradually cutting it down into something manageable.
So maybe tomorrow, Wednesday, we will do a preface to the Not Scary Farm video.
That might be fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I want to give a huge thank you for everyone who is part of the Skywalking Force. If you would like more Skywalking Through Neverland in your life, check out skywalkingforce.com and help support the ever-growing Skynet. Skynet. And if you'd like to support us in a different way, please share the show with a friend. Or you can click on the links to Pozu shoes, Oppo Suits, or TeePublic on our website under the Support Us tab. There's many sales coming for TeePublic, you guys, this next month in November. So look out for those. And we have our new designs. We have the Halloween design, so you can get ready for next year. A lot of people have purchased kids t-shirts of that design. I think people really like it for the kids. Or right behind us, we have our new Skywalkers Rise design. And these t-shirts are perfect to wear for watching the rise of Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone will be like, where'd you get that? And you'll be like, skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
You can even wear it on the Rise of the Resistance attraction, too.
Indeed.
Now, you can also find Skywalking Through Neverland at JediNews.co.uk and at Fantha Tracks.
You can also find us on social media. We are at Skywalking Pod for Twitter and Instagram. We have our lovely Facebook group with lots of fun conversations going on there, and that is just searching Facebook for Skywalking Through Neverland group. You can also email us, share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
And we'd love to hear what you Skywalkers have to think, so go over there to Apple Podcasts or Stitcher and leave us a review. Now, stay tuned for bloopers and other fun conversational bits that didn't make it into the show right after the credits. But now, always remember...
Happy Halloween! And... to have a happy Halloween!
And rising moons at Galaxy's Edge.
Ooh. Okay.
Go ahead and pause that. Pause it. All right, everyone.
Woo!
Love to hang around, but
we gotta get ready to go to our jobs tonight.
yeah.
All right, Skywalkers.
See you later. Thanks for joining in.
Yeah,
Show will be
you.
out by Thursday.
Hopefully tomorrow, but we'll
Maybe
see.
tomorrow.
Yeah. All right.